welcome back to my channel Divine Tea with Luna. For the people who are already subscribed, thank you so much for being with me till this journey, till this point in my journey, and I hope I keep giving you guidance, I keep helping you evolve, and I keep helping you grow. For those of you who are new, welcome to Divine Tea with Luna. On this channel we do tarot readings, we talk about spirituality, and we talk about a lot more things which makes spirituality very practical, because my idea of spirituality is that spirituality has to be imbibed in our everyday life, in every action, because we are here to evolve. Our souls have chosen this life on this earth so that we evolve. Having said all of that, today's video topic is how can you enhance your clairvoyant abilities. So a word on clairvoyant abilities. First of all, since we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, by default we all have psychic abilities. But it's the 3D world, it's the third density reality which has us, believe more in fear than love, so on and so forth. We have been dumbed down in a way that we think it's woo-woo things, these things are not real. If you see something, some kind of light at the edge of your eye, or you hear something that others did not hear, you might feel you've gone crazy. But it's not that you've gone crazy, it's just that you might be naturally be attuned to see other realms, other realities in other densities. But some of us may only have an inkling, some of us need to develop it further, some of us have it naturally, some of us need to work a little bit harder, some of us need to work only a little bit to in a way enhance these abilities. So in front of you, you have 8 options. So the first one is lapis lazuli. This one is red jasper, green aventurine, carnelian, rose quartz, clear quartz, amethyst, and last but not the least, tiger's eye. Okay, so today's reading is going to be a little bit in depth, but I will definitely try to make it smaller because there are 8 piles and I need to get these messages out for everyone. So let's start with the people who chose lapis lazuli. Okay, this is a stone which is also this is a crystal which is also called the crystal of the gods, because it has 3 crystals in it. I've forgotten the blue one, I'm so sorry, but there's calcite and there's gold in it. So those of you who have lapis lazuli, this can help you with your throat chakra. So if any pile that you have chosen and there's a crystal on it, it can also mean that you have to work with that with that crystal which is associated with any of the chakras. So throat chakra I'm seeing for those of you who chose lapis lazuli. This pick a card is going to be a little impromptu because I just randomly thought that I should start. One of the things that would really help us, enhance our abilities is just having faith. Just having faith in our abilities, because we often think that things are not okay, and we might believe others a little bit too much, and that's not the best way to go about things, so on and so forth. But yeah, have a little bit more trust, stand in your strength. Pile 1, those of you who chose the lapis lazuli, you also have the moon in reverse, so there's a lot of confusion going on around you right now. You might be confused as to, really, do I have psychic abilities? But let me tell you what is the best way of cultivating your focus towards your journey in developing your clairvoyance. Okay, the first one is Page of Cups reverse. So I feel you need to go into your solitary mode and start first enhancing your creativity. Like, you might be somebody who might be creative, but you don't really go about doing creative things. Like, you have all this pent up creative energy, but you don't bring it out in the arts or in any way. It can also be pile number 1. You might be very sexually active, or you would want to be very sexually active, and that's an indicator, because once you, like, if you are somebody who has a lot of creativity, like all of us have it, but if you're not applying it, that pent up energy then again goes down to your base chakra, and then you would want some kind of release. And this is might just sound very kundalini-esque, but the thing is that if you can try not to dissipate your energy via sexual activities, rather and I know this is difficult a little bit if you are not on the spiritual path, but you can perhaps just meditate more and bring up that energy via, I won't say bring it up your spine, because that happens only in Kundalini awakenings, but yeah, the more you use it mentally, emotionally, the better you can focus. All right, so right now, in order to be able to foster a moment-to-moment awareness, I think you really need to give attention to the relationships and the partnerships you have. So see, psychic ability is not just I'll meditate and everything's gonna fall into my lap and I'm suddenly going to get it. No, it's about having enhanced awareness. So your awareness in your relationships and in your partners, and also within yourself, within the duality of yourself, because you can see there are 2 cups, one is whitish, one is a little grayish. You need to be able to, at least, if not quote unquote deal with it, but you can just start being more aware of it, like what is it trying to tell me. All right, next you have the 6 of Wands. The way you can start, this might be a little shocking, but though 6 of Wands is the card of victory, public recognition, I feel that for you to be able to bring that conscious sense of clairvoyance, or the ability to see, that will take a little bit time, because you have a lot of voices inside of you who are doubtful of this entire thing. You are like, how can this happen, or is it real what I'm seeing, does it make sense? So there will be a lot of voices from inside and outside that you will be battling in to be able to dream this thing into existence. Clairvoyance is something that often comes to us in form of daydreaming, or being able to think in terms of images, so on and so forth. The next thing is what is going to help you in a way create more powerful visualizations is going deep within your subconscious, and I feel, and your unconscious even, because I feel your dreams are very vivid. Okay, so that is the way you begin your visualizations. If you are like, you have not practiced visualizations ever, I would say go back to your dreams and try and remember whatever you can. Don't force yourself, but whatever dream you can remember that's a message coming to you. And from then on, you can start stringing things along. 5 of Cups. You might be very doubtful whether or not you can ever do something like this. Like, can I really have a talent for this? Remember again, clairvoyance is definitely a psychic ability, but it also translates into being an artist, being a visual artist, graphic designer, content creator, so that you know what looks good and how it interacts with people. You might be feeling that no, I might have tried something before but it didn't work out. What message 5 of Cups is giving you is that you cannot be crying over the little failures that have come up in your way. Like, if something did not work out, does not mean something else is not gonna work. Alright? Then your artistic abilities will actually take you to a place where you are wealthy enough. And not just that, because you have channeled this creativity, you would be able to make a living of it, get to a good place eventually, and actually even help others. There's a lot of negative energy around these creative fields in the mainstream. And right now, as you can see, the entire workscape is changing. But the point being, in the new earth that's coming up, these transitions that we are going through, the end result of this will be that we are all in this place where we are actively giving each other more space to hold, to bring in more creativity, more art, more beauty, more creative energy, so on and so forth. I'm sorry for the noise outside. Alright. And also I feel somehow people, or helping people with your resources, is going to actually help you with your psychic abilities. I know it sounds weird, but it is not, because the moment you help and share your resources, you are in essence sharing your energy. So your auric field or your energy field is only getting stronger, and once you're doing it out of high vibrational emotions and high vibrational state of being, you are anyhow bringing in more light into this world, and that in turn is going to help you with your psychic abilities, with your clairvoyance. I just chose clairvoyance today, but it can be any of the other clairs. The next thing that we see, that you would again have a lot of issues in trusting this thing. So one pointer that you will definitely feel whether or not you can trust this is when you have this utmost emotional fulfillment, stability, having the perfect family life, that is needed for you to trust in your psychic abilities, in your visions, in the daydreams or the messages that you're getting. Because I feel as a person you are very dependent emotionally, and I think we do have a lot of cups and wands cards. We do have more cups than any other. Then we have the swords. But then you need to have more love within and outside of yourself as well, in order to be able to trust this. Again, you will be like, so is love the answer? but darling, love has always been the answer to every question. Okay, moving on. You will also be able to, I'm understanding that once you start with this process, right, with more self-love, and then the manifestation of that also comes out in your environment, if in case you already don't have that environment, the thing is that you will get more stronger energetic wise, because love is the strongest energy there is. I mean, there are more, but that's not in this realm. Go and watch Interstellar, and go and watch that scene where Anna Hathaway says that maybe love is something that we don't completely understand. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to this. Okay, the next thing is, you will need to balance your emotional and logical side and the truth side of it even more, because if you don't balance your masculine and feminine energies, what's going to happen is you continue to be in this perpetual state, but things will not, you will always be like, and I get it because I'm a very skeptical person myself, so I know what's going on here. So that's how you do it, because if you have that adequate spiritual knowledge with you, or you're in the way of seeking it, things will change. You will begin to trust your psychic abilities, because your logic will dictate certain things, and because your awareness will keep growing, you will begin to realize that there is a deeper connection to this. The next thing is 5 of Swords. This is important. Why is it important for you to pay attention to this ability, to clairvoyance or any other psychic ability in your life? I feel is that because there's a lot of conflict around you, and there is this sense of someone can betray me. You feel very insecure, to be able to come out of that space, to perceive people and to know people clearly. That is why it is important for you in your life, especially. I feel that is the thing that's going on. And what clairvoyance is going to bring in your life is utmost clarity and truth and justice. That's what clairvoyance is going to bring for you. Let's see your okay, I had pulled more cards. I talked about justice, right? So not only will things be just in your surroundings, because you are able to perceive things in a better way now, because I feel you might just be an empath or HSP, highly sensitive person, or you are more on the emotional end of things. So yeah, one thing is that justice is going to prevail in your life, because you can see with this truth and clarity. The second card is that we've gotten is that of the Empress. An Empress is someone who births things into being. It can be ideas, or it can be literally pregnancy news, etc. And you've got 6 of Wands twice now. So I do feel that this journey, my pile lapis lazuli, this is not going to be easy. But once you do go through it, it's going to open so many things for you. It's really going to open so many things for you. And for your oracle cards, let's just see. Take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. And the Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Yeah, how are you being called to step up and lead? Yes. I'm going to shuffle another, and let's see which ascended masters are with you right now. Spirit, help me. Okay. 2 of them fell. Okay. We have karma releasing, move beyond drama. The 5 of Swords energy, create your own path, make room for good energy. And we have Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. So this is how spirit is going to get things out for you. Wow, this is such a nice reading for those of you who chose Lapis Lazuli. Okay, and with the other oracle deck, the bottom of the deck energy is owl. Follow your intuition. So your third eye is already open, I feel. Open your heart and expect miracles. Creative wonderment. Follow your passion. That's all that I have for you. Pile number 1, those who chose Lapis Lazuli. If you liked my reading, please give a thumbs up. Like, share and subscribe if you want, if you think this video will help somebody else. And also leave a comment if you liked it. Tell me how it was. If you want a private reading, the details of it are down below. Thank you so much. Pile number 1. Let's move on to those who chose red jasper. Okay, those of you who chose red jasper, I have to say this: your root chakra is out of balance. You need to feel more grounded with the earth, with this reality. Not just that, you have to feel more secure in terms of who and what you are, what you do. You might be facing money problems right now because you might not have a lot of money, or there might be issues at home. You might not feel safe, so on and so forth. So you can do root chakra meditations. Those will really help you. Okay, so moving on. Back of the deck energies, Page of Swords. You're on this quest of truth and clarity. You are beginning to notice and see through illusions in very small ways. But anyhow, let's move on. How do you best how do you cultivate this focus towards your psychic abilities or clairvoyance? Is by trusting. Simply trusting. There's no way. Simply trusting and not being confused whether or not what you know is real or not. How you can foster more awareness is by observing more people and understanding people. Because again, once you can understand somebody's words, you can understand their psychology, and eventually you can understand their energy. So you have to actually come from the 5 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and that's something that you need to work on. So understanding people around you, because you would be in the spotlight eventually. Yeah, I also feel you're someone who again has a very vivid imagination. You can differentiate between the shades of colors. Like you can say exactly which color of red is this. Like, is this crimson red, or is this maroonish red? So you are somebody who can actually differentiate between the shades of the same color. Then How can you enhance your visualizations? By working on a skill, mostly meditation, mostly visualization. These two techniques will really help you enhance your clairvoyance. Um, can you make a living out of this ability? You can, but you are lacking foresight. You are lacking foresight. You are afraid of taking the first step because the Three of Wands is in reverse, and also you might actually become somebody famous overseas as well, but you're blocking it all because you are creating a huge resistance within yourself. Do you see in auras and colors? You have the ability, but you actually say no, that's not real, that didn't happen. You always have this feeling that no, it's not real, it didn't happen. You know, what I saw, or what imagination, my the images that I'm seeing in my third eye, those are not valid. That's why you see the collective energy has come out to be strength and akashat, because your guidance is divinely guided. Like, come on, what does that even mean? You know, and because we don't stand in our inner strength, that is the biggest problem. All right, the next one is Four of Cups. Even if Spirit has given you a lot of what do you call it, a lot of signs and signals and synchronicities, you, my friend, just do not want to see it. Okay, how can you trust your visions or your visualizations more? Is by taking the first step in trusting. What is there to trust? It's like every time, see, we are abundant beings. The point is, in which thing are you abundant? Are you abundant in the lack of trust in your abilities, or are you abundant in the trusting of your abilities? Which one is it? Root chakra, a lot of insecurity, a lot of reversals, a lot of insecurities, and a lot of confusion because you don't feel grounded. How will you feel grounded if your root chakra is out of balance? The next one is, why is it important for you to pay attention to these? Because these are signals, these are pointers. This can help you perceive reality around you, and once you do that, what happens is you would be able to do a lot of things. You would be able to master your emotional side. You would get this reversal upright. You would be the King of Cups. Last but not the least, what is the point of honoring this gift for you, pile 2? The result of nurturing your clairvoyance would be that you become the magician. You would be able to manifest things into physical reality. You would be able to master energies and bring the unseen into the seen. Pile number 2. You get it? It's all for your good. I only do things for your good on this channel, man. Seeing your other cards, okay. Crying over spilt milk. After seeing this video, you might get into the energy of wanting to plan things out. Oh, you got Queen of Swords as well. You will form a very logical plan around how you can go about enhancing your abilities, and you will have a lot of options in how you would do it. See, meditation, visualization is one way. Other way is painting, creating visual things, visual aids, understanding science and symbologies. So many things can open up for you. You can also be a channeler. Play, celebrate, don't be serious, and Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So once you step into that, the King of Cups energy and the Magician energy, you would be able to do a lot of things for the collective. I understand now why you got these cards. So that is it for you. Pile 2, for those of you who chose red jasper, let me know if you liked it, please. drop down and click the like button. And if you like my videos, do subscribe and maybe share it with your friends or somebody you think can help, somebody you think this video can help. And also, if you want personal readings, the details are down below. Moving on, for those of you who chose pile number 3, those of you who chose green adventurine, you need to balance and heal your heart chakra. Maybe you are someone who's very sensitive, who works from the heart but has gotten so much hurt in the past that you might just have closed your abilities to it. That's very, very possible. So yeah, let's see what spirit has for pile number 3. 4 of Pentacles. There is incoming stability once you step into your psychic abilities. Okay, let us see. The first, how can you cultivate focus or enhance focus towards your clairvoyance or psychic abilities? By being the artist, by bringing in, by creating things. How can you foster I think you can foster it by loving yourself first, in the sense, because the Lovers is reversed. I'm saying this because you need to be more feeling and allowing of your own self first before giving it to others. Two of Pentacles. I feel that you like the material aspect of it, like more than visualizations. You would like to, like, for example, instead of visualizing, I think you are somebody who if you're somebody who paints or draws, you would directly just get a piece of paper and you will just start. You wouldn't think. It's like some kind of an automatic painting. Like we have automatic writing, we also have automatic painting, and you would just start and you wouldn't think, right? So I feel you are in that thing. You like the physical evidence, for lack of a better word, rather than other things. Like for me, it's both. I cannot have the physical thing without the visualizations, but for you, I feel you're more into that. Can you make any use of these talents that you have? You can, but you're scared of transition. You are scared that it will not be well received. You are scared that you might be even insincere in doing it. So you wouldn't be doing it with the right kind of energy. And I think you are somebody who is very emotionally grounded as well in certain ways, but in certain ways you're not also. You have to find a balance eventually, which I think you will. That's not an issue. Then I feel you can perceive energies around you, especially when the happy ones are there, when you are in a party. You are not somebody who has a low vibration. In that sense, you don't really indulge in the lower vibrational emotions that much. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You fight a lot. All these visions or visualizations or any psychic ability that you do get, you don't trust it because you're scared others will not trust it. Yeah. How will you trust your visions is by giving into your dark side, doing the shadow work, because doing certain shadow work that you have, the shadow aspects of you, once you do those work, you will begin to see there is something changing. There's something changing, and then you can become integrated, basically. That's what I mean. And why is it important for you to give attention to this thing right now, to your clairvoyance? Is because it will help you move into a abundance mindset. Right now you're in this black mindset. And what will be the result of nurturing this psychic ability or clairvoyance? You can start a business. You can start a business and something will come from it. You might just open a new way of earning. Again, you get Ace of Pentacles twice. You got 10 of Pentacles also. So you expect utmost material wealth, but also be aware of somebody deluding you. Beware of fake gurus, fake spiritual leaders. Beware of that. Follow your own path. If possible, don't even believe me. Okay, that I always say. Don't believe me if you don't resonate with it, because it then wasn't meant for you. But beware of people taking advantage of you. Where are you being called to journey and break the chain? Ancestral patterns and healing, rewriting the future. Yeah, you might just start something that you did not think you would ever do. And yeah, that's happening. You got the Devil card, and the back of the deck energy for this one is 7 deadly sins, humanity's destructive traits. You might definitely have some destructive traits which you are still to work on, but once you do, leadership goals, you are being asked to journey in and take the leadership, and you are being asked to live in the moment. Which ascended masters are with you right now? Which ascended masters are with you? Let's see. Have faith, humanity and benevolence. You have to face the fears, do the shadow work, go through a transformation, and stand in your inner strength. Could it be more clearer? That's it for you, those of you who chose Green Adventure. And if you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up and maybe share or maybe not share, but do subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot. I will be moving on to the next pile. Now, for those of you who chose Carnelian, very sexual, it's a sacral chakra crystal. Do sacral chakra meditations, and I think all of us every day need to do all the 7 chakra meditations. It just helps you in a better way. And so maybe you are not expressing your sexuality. You'll be like, Luna, how can you say that? How are psychic abilities linked with sexual energies? Well, everything is linked to everything. Alright, there's nothing that's not linked with anything else. So the sexuality is also your expression, how you like pleasure or how you like pain, but like in which ways is it pleasurable, not just that. Sexual energy is very strong, because you can literally create life with it, and it's also used in rituals. Like sex magic is legit, and you can also do sex magic just by yourself when you're masturbating, so on and so forth. But yes, the point is that it's an expression of yourself, and no matter what you like, you have the right to like it. Alright, next, You have Four of Pentacles. Stability is your thing. Stability. You might not feel stable in a relationship. You might not feel stable in some relationship, which stop you from expressing your highest excitement, highest creative expressions. How do you focus it? Right now you're not processing your creative energies, and if you're not processing your creative energies, you are anyhow blocking your sacral chakra, because even though this is based with sex and intimacy, creative energy and sexual energy are very intertwined. Okay, because again, when you are having sex, even if you're doing it for pleasure, you have the potential of creating a life. You know what I mean? You get it, I know. Okay, so creativity, being more artistic in your endeavors, creation. You need to create more and able to enhance this ability. Then, how can you increase your awareness? Is by not fighting with others, or not fighting with others in the sense conflicts would be arising. Apologize and move on. Apologize and move on, and try and understand other person's perspective. But apologize and move on. I'm not saying if you're wrong or right. Say if you're right, then why am I asking you to apologize? Because despite of us being right, forgiveness is intensely powerful. Once you forgive, you are potentially clearing out the other person's karma towards you as well, and that's a huge blessing. Okay, you are a very creative person. You have a very vivid imagination, very vivid dreams. You like to visualize. Everything is very visual for you. So I think you already might be very, very clairvoyant in your own being already. The next is, what would help you with powerful visualizations? By not being attached to the material. Yes, by not being too attached to the material world. That's how it's going to help you. Can you use this ability to create a career or some kind of an setup or talents? Yes, but in collaboration with other people. I don't particularly see that you can perceive people's auras per se, because there is something about putting up a fight. Like, you fight this ability, you don't trust it completely. The next thing is, it's Nine of Cups. You would be able to perceive other realms and energies when you are at your lowest. When things are going left, things are not going right. That's when you would be able to understand your psychic abilities the most naturally, because you would be more sensitive and in that space, you know. How do you trust your visions? By loving yourself and others and being unconditional love. That's how you would come to trust these visions, because once you realize it is unconditional love throughout, things will change. Next, why is it important for you? Because you will be doing something with this in the future. Why is paying attention to your abilities important? It is because you would be doing something in the future with this ability if you want to, because right now it's blocked. You might not know, you might think it's too much, juggling too many things. So maybe right now is not the right energy, but maybe later on. And what is going to happen once you nurture this ability? You'll be able to earn through it, but right now it's blocked. Okay, and you might not even completely want to do it, because you might see everything as a dark and light side, right? You might just step into the dark side of things, because a lot of things are unbalanced here. So first you need to find a better grounding. You need more expression, more creativity, more outlets of channeling your energy. Then you would be able to do it. Moving on to your oracles. Trust your path. Council of Light, divine orchestrations, help us in the subtle realms. And if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Knight of Swords, yeah, anything, it's all a mental entrapment. Oh God, look at the cards. Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords. You are scared, you are anxious, it's all a mental entrapment. You feel that you can't trust this ability. What if it's not real? What if it's not true? Like I keep saying, you are an abundant being. Either you have an abundance of disbelief or you have an abundance of belief. Which one do you choose? Let's see extra messages from this oracle. Which one? Spirit, let's see. Invite serendipity. Trust the universe more. Resilience, rise above tribulations. Swords energy. Also follow your intuition. Ooh, yeah. Follow your intuitions. Yep. Let's see which ascended masters are with you right now. For pile 4, which ascended masters are with you? You have a lot of karma clearing. You have Gaia with you. Be mindful of the planet. Come back. Stay grounded. Isis, magic manifesting. Wow. Amazing people to back you up. A lot of feminine energies, because you have a lot of unhealed divine masculine. Go check out my last video, healing your inner divine masculine. Your inner divine feminine will heal you. That's why you got 2 goddesses. You got Gaia and you got Isis. Isis is for mother healing. So yeah, a lot of it. That's it for you. If you liked, please leave a thumbs up, comment and share, and please subscribe. Moving on, for those of you who chose the rose quartz, let's see what we have for you. If you've chosen rose quartz, more self-love, more heart chakra meditations, more trusting in the universe, more of being unconditional love, practicing unconditional love in your life. And I know it should come with a warning and a disclaimer that unconditional love is fine, but you should not also stick around people or let people in your energy field whom you feel you cannot trust. Okay, so give them all the blessings and love from outside, but don't try to be too mushy with them. Okay, that's what I have to tell you. But love yourself. If you ever feel insecure, if you ever see that you feel very lonely these days because you're not loving yourself enough, and who is on the back? Hierophant. How can you focus more? Coming out of conflicts. That's how you focus and cultivate your psychic abilities. Whenever conflicts are there, remember, conflicts, breakup, transitions, endings are amazing times, because they are truly the junctures where you can bring in transformational energy. How can you foster more awareness? By collaborating, by being around people. Do you dream in vivid images? Yes, you do. And you get a lot of bad dreams also. I feel somehow you are very scared of being... I feel there's a past life connection, that in past life something happened to you You actually had to fight a lot for this spirit, this spiritual power, this spirit like essence in you to be able to prove to others. I'm getting a strong past life thing. Suddenly I'm getting that. How can you create powerful visualizations? By taking a help of routine, structure. That's how you're going to do it. By the help of routine and going slow and steady. This is the Knight of Pentacles reversed, which means you're trying to do it too fast. Don't do it too fast. Give yourself time. Give yourself that time and space to learn, to enhance, to truly absorb the lessons. Can you make use of this ability? For sure. I feel you're one of the light workers because you got the Justice card in this position. That means you are here to ground more light energy on this planet. Then, do you see, or you see the whole world? I feel if you develop your clairvoyance even more, you would be able to see the whole world. In the sense, you would be actually ascending to the next density. Wow, that is so powerful. Damn. Okay. Do you see lights and auras around people? You do, but you spend too much time in asking yourself, is it really there? Is it really there? Without having the utmost trust that yes, it is there. You're like, oh, is it there? Am I confused? Yeah, that's what you do. I see a lot of confused and disbelief. So that's what everybody is being abandoned in. You're being abandoned in disbelief, not your pile. In the sense, you're the fifth pile that I'm doing right now. In general, that's the thing that's coming out. Then, how can you trust your visions, your images that come in your mind, those vivid dreams? By taking the first step, by taking the path which was less traveled. That's how you trust. Basically, you have to just trust. Like, there is no process. It's like either this or that. Like, again, abundance in what? Trust or distrust? Which one do you choose? Which concept do you want to buy into? Why is it important to pay attention to your gifts? It's important to pay attention to your gifts because it's your calling. Because that's what you're here to do. It's also an angelic card. It's Archangel Gabriel. And you would be a living example to people of how to do things. And why is it important that you pay attention to this? Because Ace of Wands. Because you would be stepping into a new spiritual direction, into a higher level of spiritual knowledge / training. You'll be doing all of that. That's why it's important. Seeing your oracles. Let's see. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Don't dim your light to fit in. You guys are a very powerful group. You got the High Priestess, you got the Chariot, and then you got Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. You are here to create and challenge people, my dear Rose Quartz people. You will be challenged by people, but that's your issue. Like, not issue, that's why you're here. That is why you're here. You're here to challenge people's belief. You're here to provide a different contrast to these people. So in a world which increasingly works out of fear, you would stand for unconditional love. You will act out of love and show other people, hey, this is how it's done, And you already have a lot of psychic abilities enhanced, and you are well on the way to develop even more. All you need to do is take sustained action and be committed to a routine, to taking actions. Alright, let's see which ascended masters are with you. Spirit, please help us. Which ascended masters are with the people who chose Rose Quartz? A higher learning. What was I saying? A higher level of learning spiritual knowledge is coming to you right now. You need to learn more. You have learned from experience. More inner studies required for further process. This is the back of the deck energy. Let's see who are there. Shekinah, the sacred self. Unleash your spirit. Express your gift. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And you got Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Sometimes this is so powerful, like I freak out. And since we're at the end of the reading, now I can say this is my file. Yes, so that's how I work. Every time I get a call that this is the topic I need to do, I sit and I meditate, and generally I really don't make 8 piles, but I was told you have to make 8 piles and the 5th one's yours, and I'm like, alright. Okay, let's see some additional oracle from the mystical wisdom deck. Epiphany, seek clarity. We people have a lot of epiphanies all the time. Seek clarity, okay? Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. Also, dragonfly animal totem also means grabbing opportunities. Grabbing the opportunities which come your way, and leadership. Leadership, leadership, leadership. How are you being called to lead? Very, very, very important. Amazing reading, pile 5. If you liked it, please leave a like. Even if you don't comment, I know sometimes commenting takes a little bit of willpower. But yeah, go ahead and at least share it with someone who you think would benefit from this. Thank you. And if you want a private reading, the details are given down below. Thank you and namaste. Moving on. Those who chose clear quartz. Those who chose clear quartz. Let's see. This is actually the crown. This is a crown chakra crystal. Crown chakra crystal, amplifier, clarity. Also, this is a crystal which is abundance in nature, like very, 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 very abundant in nature. And I think you guys already might be awakened to the fact that you have psychic abilities or clairvoyance or any of the other clairs, but yeah. Going through some heartbreak. Going through heartbreaks is your key to developing your psychic abilities, because you need to be sensitized. So every time you need to be sensitized, you need layers to be taken off you. So yeah. How can you focus? 3 of Wands. By taking action. You're not taking action. In the sense, how do you cultivate focus in this clairvoyance? By doing by doing things, by actually taking actions to enhance your focus. Meditation, intuitive exercises, just learning to be in the moment. That's how you do it. How can you have more awareness? 8 of Swords. By letting go of the mental entrapments. That's it. You already have it. I feel you guys already have it. Yeah, I feel you might be even channelers. You do dream a lot of vivid imageries. You are very vivid in your imaginations, but you're seeking truth. So you always bring, you might even have a wounded divine masculine. So go ahead and check my other video for that, my last upload. What will help you with powerful visualizations? By being a social butterfly, by mixing with more people, by understanding their viewpoints, by understanding their energies. You can make a living out of this, but right now it's in confusion, it's in the dark. because it's a weird thing. You have natural abilities. You need a little bit of refinement and polish to be able to do that, but once you do it, your intuition is very heightened. Very, very, very heightened. Do you see? Can you sense energies? You can. But even if you do, you are not aware that you do, you know? That's what the thing is. You're not aware that you do it. So you're like, oh, I feel so tired after being with those people. It just maybe I'm tired. But no, honey. Might just be that those people have siphoned off your energy and you don't even know it. Then, you can also sense a lot of people in transitioning from this realm to the other realm, and Halloween is coming, so keep your eyes and everything open. Okay? How do you trust your visions? By bringing in the material world, by using the material world to understand the spiritual world. Okay, you have to have that balance. You can never be too spiritual or too materialistic in your pursuits. You have to find the midway. Why is it important for you to do this? Because you would be somebody really famous in the world doing this. You would really be doing something with this ability in future if you want to. The cards are there. The point is, are you ready? And what is this going to give you? A load of clarity. Buttload of clarity, okay? That's what it's going to give you. But right now it's not clear. You've got the moon card, the king of swords is in reverse. You're being too logical. Because like I was saying, your inner masculine is wounded. So you need to do things so that your inner masculine is like, okay, let us heal. And how do you heal? You heal with the divine feminine within you. You heal with the divine feminine within you. Who is or what is triggering you? Crumbling. What are you trying to hold on to? That is also something which the wounded divine masculine does. He tries to keep and hold these people or these situations because they're not ready to let go yet. But sudden swift movements are going to come. You will meet somebody who is emotionally grounded, and that person might help you, a father figure, an authoritative figure, somebody higher up in the ranks. And either you are this or you are inviting this, or you are this and you're inviting this. So Queen of Pentacles is the woman who is the mother, who provides for everyone and is very grounded and stable within her material pursuits, and she knows what she wants and she provides it for others, and she also knows what others want. Further oracle messages. Okay. You have a lot of potential. Think big for your future. Epiphany, seeing clearly and moving forward. Get ready for positive change. Let's see which ascended masters will help you with this, with the enhancing of your psychic abilities. Which ascended masters are there with you? Jesus Christ is in the back of the deck energy. But who are there? Divine Order, Lady Portia. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Get ready for positive changes. What was I saying? Only the divine feminine is going to come and heal you. You have Lady Portia, and we have hope, love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Both of them are women. Both of them are women. Yeah, that's how you're gonna get healed, my dear pile 6. Moving on to those of you who chose pile 7, the amethyst. you can be life path 7. You might have your crown chakra open, your third eye open. Yes, a lot of it. Crown chakra and third eye chakra open. Let's see how can you enhance your psychic abilities. How can you be more of spirit in this human body? Because we are not even at complete human potentials yet. We have so many things to achieve and do. So stop wobbling, camera. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see how can those people who chose the amethyst enhance their psychic abilities by getting out of the poverty mindset. How can you focus? By following the passion that ignites you. That's how you will enhance your psychic abilities. How can you foster more awareness? By being more of yourself, by listening to what your heart desires, by following what your spirit wants. Yes. No, I don't. It's essentially a yes. You do have a vivid imagination, but it only comes in spurts. It's not something that happens regularly. It is sometimes sporadic, periodical. Then how can you have more better visualizations? By honing. Keep a dream journal, do more visualization exercises, intuitive exercises. Can you make? Definitely you can make use of this psychic ability that you have, or the clairvoyance that you have. Yeah, I see it. Because the Empress is about having an establishment of your own, birthing new things into this world. Then you definitely can perceive a lot of energies, and I do get a sense that your family life, your personal emotional life might not be at the best right now, and because you went through that hardship, you are aware of people's energies even more. Okay, how will you come to trust these things? Trust these intuitions by detaching from the material world, and you can, like, that is what you will have a lot of material wealth if you are able to trust these things and to make your hardships work in your favor. That's what I'm seeing for you. Why is it important to pay attention to your gift? Because you're the bloody high priestess. You're already intuitive. You chose the amethyst. What else? And the outcome of this would be, you would be ending a very terrible cycle in your life. You would be ending a cycle which made you anxious, depressed, gave you a lot of worries and issues. All of that will end. All of that will end for you if you choose to enhance your abilities. Going into your oracle cards, Wheel of Fortune, collaboration, King of Pentacles. Somebody with a lot of stability might come into your life and help you with it, but collaboration, working with others is of utmost importance, and be ready for changes. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. What you got? The High Priestess card. You are responsible for creating heaven on earth. Yep, because everything is energy. So how you work with energy and what you do with your energy and the kind of things that you bring into the world, that is what you're responsible for. And what kind of world do you want to bring into existence? Let's see which a lot of karmic clearing is happening for you. Of course, if you don't have a very good family life or that emotional safe space, soul expansion and the secret self. Your consciousness is expanding and you're being asked to express it, to tell it to the world that yes, these things are happening, these things are real, and you are giving birth to new things. You are a teacher, you are a mystic. Of course, you chose the amethyst. Like, I'm not even surprised with the reading. Follow your intuition, follow your intuition. I can't tell you how many times this card has popped up today. Okay. Provider for healing of the mind, body and spirit. Learn from those who inspire you and connect with Archangel Raphael. Yup. Important. That's it for you. For those of you who chose the amethyst, if you like the reading, give us a thumbs up. If you want a private reading, the details are down below. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Last but not the least, those of you who chose Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye. I always get the feeling that you need to reclaim your power. You need to reclaim your power. You need to reclaim your power. You already have some psychic abilities. You know it, but you don't know it. You've had the sense, but you don't trust your intuition. It's like something you've already known, but you don't pay attention. That's what's going on here. Yep. That's what's going on here. Knight of Swords. Pursue clarity and actually run head into it. Like, rush into your practices of enhancing your psychic abilities. The best way to cultivate your psychic abilities is by letting go of all the burdens that you're carrying within. And stop resisting the ending of a cycle. Stop resisting the change. Stop resisting coming into the limelight, because that's also how you will master, moment to moment awareness. You will grow in your awareness once you get out into the world. Leave this world of stress, responsibilities behind. I don't think you have a very vivid imagination per se, because you're very logical and you know who's giving you bullshit and who's not giving you bullshit. Yeah. What can help you bring in more vivid visualizations or help you with enhancing seeing from your third eye perhaps is not taking the easy route out, not trying to be right, and by not hurting people with whom you are fighting and are in conflict. Try to resolve it in a better way, because you're growing. Yes, you are very perceptive of people around you, and you can sense a lot. You are very good at energy sensing because you are a very powerful person, but sometimes you might actually not understand the effect you have on people, and vice versa. Because you're such a strong personality within yourself, it's a little difficult for you. You will trust your visions and imaginations only, and only when you know that you have started following your passion. You have started following your true calling, which I don't think you're doing right now. And the only way you'll reach there is by taking actions. Action in the sense goal-oriented actions. And why is it important? Because you would be able to monetize this in future. What is the result? You'll be healing yourself. You'll be healing yourself so much. just by enhancing your psychic abilities. You will be overcoming and letting go of issues that you've always thought you've had. What better things can you expect? What better things can come to you than this? Moving on to your oracles. Lovers, you have a lot. You being asked to stick with something, and a change is coming in your life. Maybe this change is the one that I was asking you to go ahead with. Oh, you get the yes card. So if you have a question in your mind, the answer is yes, and you're longing for home. You are a light worker. Got that sense. You don't understand how powerful you are, because people have given you so many responsibilities from a young age. You've had to grow up very fast, so you have learned to take the logical side of things, the rationale of surviving in this 3D fear-based world. That's what you've been doing. But your gifts are way more deeper than that. Which ascended masters are with you right now? Paul the Venetian. You need a lot of grace in life. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Karma. This card has also come up so many times. Karma releasing. We are releasing karma as a collective. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy and inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have power. Additional oracle messages. Seven heavenly virtues. So grace, virtues, that's coming a lot for you. Illusion, embrace truth. You are in that. Good fortune. Invite magic in. That's it for you, the pile who chose Tiger's Eye. And as we speak, there's a butterfly that was just right outside. I've not seen a butterfly in a long time, but transformation is there for you. Pile number 8, it's there for you. It's there. It's waiting for you to come and embrace it. If you like the reading, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below, and even if you don't comment, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks a lot. See you again.